Bonnie to my, or McLeod to my Bonnie.
Okay, Cobain, go stand by your bro. Okay? Thank you, buddy.
Look at those little cutie boys.
You got it, though.
Here you go. Hi, everyone. Thanks for climbing that hill for us.
Hey, none of that.
You look handsome. So handsome.
Do you guys want to scoot over here so there's a little bit more space?
Sure. Oh, I'm so sorry, Sasha.
No, I was there.
Bones,
Classic
you
Roan.
can step forward a little bit, and Brian,
my
just
hands,
take
hold my hands,
a
hold my
step back a little bit. There we go. One more step.
Oh, someone has an icicle.
Brian, six legs. There you go. Okay. Bones, is this okay? You good? Sasha, you good?
I'm great, thank you. Do you want to hold it?
Oh, I want to pass this off.
Who would like a bouquet?
Jesse, would you take this for me, my darling? You look cute.
Okay, we're ready? Everyone here. We're gonna start. Okay. Family, friends, loved ones. Congratulations, you've made it up that hill, and you've done it in formal wedding attire. And your prize is you get to watch these two get married. It's my profound honor to be officiating this ceremony. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Adam. I know most of you now. I'm Adam, I'm Rona's cousin. It's also a great opportunity for me to talk about two people who I love so much, while they just stand there smiling quietly, unable to respond or deny or return any compliments in kind because we have a photographer here. And just, it's gonna be really good for me to get this off my chest for you guys. As I said, I'm Rona's first cousin. Our moms raised us together along with our nanai, which is why Rona and I like cooking and cleaning so much.
Yeah.
We're related. And I've known Rona her whole life, my whole life, essentially, since she was a young, goofy kid, reading Harry Potter, playing Monopoly with rules that we just made up ourselves, dancing to Ace of Base, with me and Geisel, and their dance troupe with my other cousins, or with our other cousins. And I met Brian much later in life. You guys can come too.
Okay, guys. You guys can do it.
You can walk over, it's okay.
Yay, you're so cute.
We're stranded!
I'll hang out with you later.
And then I met Brian much later in life. In college, he was a too cool to care kid, working at the DFL with me at the Digital Film Lab at Emerson College. And it took months or weeks for us to realize that he actually was close friends with my close cousin, Rona.
Crazy. Just
Yeah.
crazy.
And since then, I've been lucky enough to take part and be a part of their relationship, see how they've grown together, all the way up from when Brian first told me he wanted to marry Rona. That was on my 30th birthday in LA while he was simultaneously getting me very drunk.
Very drunk.
I don't
We both puked.
Puking happened.
I don't remember much about that night, but I do remember that all the way to the next time I was in LA when Brian first told me, I think I'm going to propose to Rona while you happen to be here, all the way to today where Brian is marrying Rona, and he is a man of his word, if anything. So we're here at Gibbet Hill. It's a place of a storied and rich history itself, but for today, it's a place of rich in the history of Rona and Brian. I'm told this is a place where Brian used to come up in his youth, in high school, hang out. Maybe it was dark, maybe he would drink beers up here. Maybe the fence was electrified. I don't know. This is all new information. This is also the place where Brian first intended to ask Rona to be his girlfriend. And I say intended because by the time they walked up here, Rona beat him to it and asked Brian to be her boyfriend instead.
Perfect DM, they say.
Yeah.
It all went according to plan.
He said yes, thankfully. And kudos to both of you because it's a long walk downhill if anyone says no. We're very happy that you said yes. And then when I was trying to find the words to describe these two today, I didn't want it to be limited to my own words. So graciously, I talked to three of the people closest to you. Mark and Lee shared their thoughts with me about Brian. I'll send you
Mom
guys
and
the email. But they describe, quote, knowing Brian and all of his quirkiness, they wouldn't trade a moment of witnessing his fearless and funny approach to life. They describe him as someone with imagination who finds adventure and fun in everything and was only ever bored in school, saying school gets in the way of my day.
You say the same thing about work.
I'm a hobby man.
Too cool to care, Brian. And when I asked Auntie Tess about Rona, and Rona, I'll send you this Zoom call, described Rona as warm, respectful, the Rona that I know as well, caring, compassionate, beautiful inside and out. And especially with her work, My Nana's Kitchen and other endeavors, she shows that she cares for everybody, not only her family, but others as well, those most in need. And when I asked them about how they feel about Rona and Brian together, in a word, they would describe the sentiment as easy. Mark and Lee describe that Rona fit into the family from the first moment she met Mark and Lee. And Auntie Tess describes Brian's compatibility with the family as it just clicked. And I think we feel and can sort of identify with that same sentiment whenever we're around these two. We feel at ease because they too seem to be at ease with themselves. In my time with them, I find them kind-hearted, affectionate, overly affectionate, maybe. Like too much.
We smooch all the time.
Like enough.
So snuggly.
Yeah. We'll allow it. Today it's a wedding. Fun-loving. Hey! Fun-loving and goofs. They seem to, whether it's farting around LA or farting around Mexico,
Farting around the house.
farting around the house, whether it's voicing every thought that their fur baby Fred
What do you mean?
seem to think in a voice that they presume or are certain is his. These two just seem to feel at ease with each other. And there's something about that last quality, goofiness, which I think is especially heartwarming to me, because I think when the first time I was hanging out with them, I was concerned that I hadn't maybe hung out with Rona and her partner in a while. I didn't know what they would be like. And then when I see how goofy and silly they can be, it reminds me of times when I saw Rona being goofy and silly as a kid, loving Harry Potter. Still does. Still plays board games. Still probably dances to Ace of Base.
May or may not be on
It shows that Rona has maintained being herself and that Brian has not tried to change that. And I dare say that Rona has never tried to change who Brian is. And it shows that whatever life has thrown at these two, and I dare say it's thrown a lot, from moves, career changes, the loss of loved ones, sickness, life-threatening surgeries, tough recoveries, pandemic. Fred once ate a mango pit. That was pretty bad. But seriously, like,
It's in my house.
Among many other things.
Things that I think would scar or turn anyone skeptical or change the chemistry of any relationship. And through it all, they still remain at ease with one another. I don't think that's to say that they carry any pain, that they don't carry pain. It's just that they've made a concerted effort to maintain who they are. Again, kind, affectionate, fun-loving, goofy. And I don't think that's through some innate strength of character, though they're chock full of that. I think it's because they've supported one another to be themselves. And in my experience on this planet and in love, and Nati, my partner over there, is going to roll her eyes at me. It's not a very romantic sentiment. I don't believe that it's my job as a partner to make her happy, nor do I think it's her job to make me happy. That I believe sustainable love is more about being respectful and kind and patient enough so that your partner can find their own happiness. So when Rona and Brian act a fool by themselves, I feel that same patient, kind love. And when they overcome their obstacles together and remain at ease with one another and keep their high spirits and sense of humor, I find that I feel that same sort of patient love. The only way that I think to stay true to your partner is to allow your partner to stay true to themselves. And they've done that. And if there's anything that I wish today, it's that they maintain that as they encounter more hurdles, that although things may not always be easy, that you guys remain at ease with one another, and that you remain who you are. Kind, affectionate, fun-loving, and goofy. To the end. I love you both. That's my spiel. And with that said, I'll pass it over to the people who you actually want to hear from. Rona and Brian have prepared their own vows for today. Printed it. So I will get out of the way. And Brian, you will.
I did big text. Dear Roni, the time has come, my darling. I just want to preface by saying how incredibly lucky I feel. I think about what's coming next, me in sickness and in health, the good times and bad, and we've been doing that. We've been through so much together these past 5 years, and I wouldn't change a thing, except maybe keep Fred from eating a couple things. But hey, I remember watching you, I think it was at your first family Christmas party, and sitting across the living room, I was starstruck. I was watching you radiate such warmth to your family. It was 100% the night I told you I love you. On the deck that same night. You're such a shining star. 1 in a million to everyone you meet. Everyone knows. Since we started dating, it feels like every puzzle piece in our lives is fit together. You helped me grow into someone I never thought I could be, and I've watched you continue to grow into a beautiful, inspirational woman that you always were. Just continuing to grow. So I vowed to not make this too punny, but I vow to make sure that your water bottle is filled every night before bed. I vowed to put the toothpaste cap back on. I vow to walk Fred, especially when you're tired. I vow to better carry your mental load, even if it takes a dump truck. I vow to strive to support your family and your friends in everything that I do. I vow to try and emulate, though I know I'll never get there, the strength and kindness that you show everyone around you. And most importantly, I vow to wake up every day with a smile on my face as your drool slowly hits my cheek, knowing that I am the absolute luckiest guy in the whole world, and I can't believe that I get to marry the O'Hearn Good Citizenship Award winner of 2002! Are you kidding me? Darling, I don't have to read any of this. I love you so, so much. You mean, I know it all. You're the absolute world to me, and I'm the luckiest guy. I'm the Bonnie to your Clyde. It's a dream. It's truly a dream, and I've never been happy in my entire life. I hope I can bring you some of that happiness too. I love you, darling.
You weren't gonna roast me, but I kept the roasting out of mine. Mine's nice.
I'll stand
I
closer.
think you like that. My mouth is really dry. Dear Brian, the amount of times I've glanced at you and thought, there's no way that someone else can experience a love like this. But then I catch myself. Because I want everyone to experience love like this. A love that stretches beyond this universe and transcends time. I can feel it.
Okay, sweetie.
I can feel it. That I've loved you in every lifetime. And I can promise you that I always will. I vow to be there for you, to be your rock, your sounding board, your other half, your best friend. Through every challenge and every win, I will support you through it all. Our love has no bounds. It is a force, a superpower that we have, that we can use to travel through this life together. In these last 5 years, I've learned so much about you and feel like no one knows you like I do. Your wild imagination brings out this creative and witty character who travels through many worlds and back. You flirt with me through laughter. You are relentlessly funny and you make me laugh until I can't catch my breath. I've seen your brain turn inside out, see its wheels spinning when you're so deep in thought, always lusting for knowledge. I've learned that you're a big kid at heart, gentle and playful, always looking for fun and to put smiles on faces. I love your confidence. Even when it's hard to muster, you have a tenacious spirit and a determined mind to face things head on. I love the things about you that you even get embarrassed about, but to me, they're the things I love about you the most because it shows your tenderness and your sensitivity, the things that only I am privileged to see. I learned that you are patient, kind, and understanding, even when there are times I don't feel I deserve it. When I'm feeling sad, you are comforting, calming, and have such a warmth that makes me feel whole again. And like me, I know. And like me, you're human, introspective, and vulnerable, with our hearts on our sleeve, looking to understand what our purpose really is. So peace. And maybe our purpose is just that. To continuously learn about each other, to understand our differences and similarities, our flaws and strengths, what makes us happy or sad, to absorb into each other's souls. I promise to be your equal, of one mind and one heart, holding each other close through the good times and bad. The formality of vows are so strange to me because it's all just words, when it's the action that really counts. But since day one, you've always been there in ways that I could have never imagined. You've already been living by our vows. So my promise to you is simple. It's okay, it's okay.
I gotta use one.
Break.
Can I get a
Moment.
Break.
We don't see the tissues.
She's a sniffly one.
Super sniffly. So my promise to you is simple. To love you wholeheartedly, unconditionally, no matter what test comes our way. I promise to lift you up when you're doubting yourself, to make you laugh when you're feeling blue, to nurture you when you're sick, to celebrate with you in every moment, whether it's big or small, to support you, to be infinitely and unapologetically yourself, to love you with every inch of my soul. I will always, always love you, cherish every single moment with you, because you are me and I am you, and from the moment I first saw you, I knew that we were one. Because all I know to be true is that my love for you is so deep in my bones, I don't know how my muscles hold up. Every essence of your being I adore and love with more fullness each and every day. I will sing our love from the top of my lungs until it leaves me breathless. You are my lover, my friend, and I'm so grateful to share this life with you. I promise I will always be true to you. I love you too.
A couple more kisses.
Roses at 3, 8.
I wrote mine at midnight. Okay, stunned.
That was done. That
Oh,
was.
I'll hold on to them. I'm keeping these forever. You can't have them.
You want to get married?
I want to get married.
Okay. Thank you guys for that. part's gonna go a little bit quick. So here we go. Do you, Brian, take Rona to be your lawfully wedded wife, to live together in matrimony, to love her, comfort her, honor and keep her, in sickness and in health, in sorrow and in joy, to have and to hold from this day forward, as long as you both shall live? Do you, Rona, take Brian to be your lawfully wedded husband, to live together in matrimony, to love him, comfort him, honor and keep him, in sickness and in health, in sorrow and in joy, to have and to hold from this day forward, as long as you both shall live? It's agreed.
Yay, we're in
Corey?
agreement.
You can have the rings.
Come small for
You
me.
come right over here, buddy. Thank you both.
you guys.
Wow.
Thank you both.
Excellent.
Marlo and Cobain, everyone.
Ooh, you smell good.
Nice job, guys.
Okay.
That's it.
Oh, it's okay. You're good. You're good, buddy. Thank you. You
Marlo.
did it.
Thanks, Marlo.
All right. Brian's gonna ring Rona first. Okay. Brian, if you could place the ring on Rona's finger and repeat after me. Rona, I give you this ring. Rona, I give you this ring. It's a symbol of my love. It's a symbol of my love. With a pledge to love you today. With a pledge to love you today. Tomorrow. Always and forever. Always and forever. And Rona, if you could place the ring on Brian's finger and repeat after me. Guys are killing it. Okay. Brian, I give you this ring. Brian, I give you this ring.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Brian, I give you
having a
this
moment.
ring
It's just as a symbol of my love,
as a symbol of my love.
with a pledge to love you today,
I pledge to love you today,
tomorrow,
tomorrow,
always and forever.
always and forever.
And you did it.
I do.
Did it. Okay. There's only one thing left to say. Then, by whatever power is vested in me, I now pronounce you, Brian Pelletier, and you, Rona Montero, husband and wife. You may now smooch.
One more.
My gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, the newlywed, Rona and Brian.